Hello, my name's John Porterfield of Eco Cars. Another video clip of a great value Vauxhall Astra Estate, and it's the factory fitted LPG bi-fuel. Registered the 1st of May 2004 and it's come direct from Nottinghamshire County Council. So it's been one of their vehicles from new, so just one owner. And of course, being a council vehicle, it's been very well maintained. It's just started to rain, so I'll make it quite brief outside. Factory fitted LPG system, distinctive dual fuel badging. As with all the Astra Estates, they put a full size spare that should be bolted to the floor. So leave this at home and carry it in a tie sealant, as the gas tank is underneath here where the spare would have gone. So a slightly raised boot floor over the standard petrol Astra. Being a council vehicle, you've got a proper fire extinguisher there for health and safety. Little luggage cover. It's shown a little bit of wear, but it works well. And there's 4 mats that are yet to be cleaned that fit in all 4 footwells, which are the official Vauxhall ones that it would have come with. Rear wash wipe, little beasting aerial, high level brake light. Before it rains much more, I'll walk you around now, around the outside of the car. I'll show you the tyre tread depths because it might start really raining hard at the moment. That's, I'd say, about 3mm, and that is a Avon tyre. Rear wheel trim, a little bit of scuffing. The sides are very clean. The front wheel is a Firestone front tyre, and that's all practically brand new, 5-6mm. Wheel trim, a little scuffed. The front corners of the bumper are fine. Hardly any chips to the bonnet. There was a few chips, but I've touched them in with a touching pen. The other front wheel is another Firestone, and again 4-5mm with a bit of a scratched wheel trim. Wing mirrors are fine. I'm looking on this rear tyre, another Firestone. Again, like the other one, it's probably 2-3mm on that rear tyre, with some scuffing to the plastic wheel trim. The roof rails have got some corrosion from where the plastic covering has come away, and on the roof there is a tiny little sort of dimple dent which may come out with the dent man. The windscreen is chip free. It really does stand very well. We used to sell lots of these a few years ago. They're becoming harder and harder to find, and represent excellent value for money, much cheaper to run than the diesel version. I've left this sticker on. It's good deterrent for thieves, tracker fitted and speed monitored, so I haven't found the tracker, but it's a good thing to leave on any vehicle. Rear seats, we've got 3 rear inertia seat belts, central armrest and 2 rear headrests, and we've given it a clean. There's some marks to the door card, tiny crack to the rear speaker, manual windows in the rear. The base of the seats come up, so you can then drop the back seats down to make this estate a lot bigger. Sort of tiny little mark to the door card, but it is a cheaper vehicle than what we usually sell, but it is in such good condition. That's why we've got it on our website. Front passenger seat, very clean, no marks in the footwell. It could benefit with a bit of a wet clean in the bottom of the driver's footwell, which we will do. Driver's seat is height adjustable, and again, not showing any signs of undue wear. Tiny little hole there. Really, is it a hole? Yeah, tiny little hole there. Front driver's door cards, very clean, with 2 one-shot electric windows, manual adjustable mirrors, and remote central locking with 2 keys, a remote and a blank which has a transponder in. So now I'm out of the rain. I'll just show you all the basic controls in a Vauxhall Astra. Got the lighting switch here, rear fog light, intensity of the dashboard lights and angle of the front headlamps, normal wiper stalk and indicator stalk, normal dials. We've got steering wheel controls for the sound system, which is rather nice, and a single shot CD player with a head-up display. Normal heating controls, aircon which blows lovely and cold, heated rear screen, recirculate, and various little cubby holes and an ashtray. I don't think the cigarette lighter has ever been used. That's the all important LPG switch. That's it switched to gas. as it switched to petrol. So you leave it permanently switched to gas, and it automatically switches over from cold to LPG. 5-speed manual gearbox, handbrake gaiter, and the gearbox, the gear gaiter, showing a little bit of wear there, but nothing undue. As regards other imperfections, a bit of a scuff to the front glove box. Inside the glove box, this part is broken, but it still operates fine. In here we have all the manuals still as well. I'll show you briefly now. We've even got the original supplement from Vauxhall concerning the LPG system. The car pass, which I believe is the radio code, yes, is here. Quick reference guide. There's all the manuals that came with the car when it was brand new are still here, including the audio manual and the owner's user manual. So that's nice to see. All the documents are here. I'll show you now. I'll do it with one hand. I'm going to have the V5. So it has, I say no previous keepers. There isn't any previous keepers, but the first one was Nottinghamshire County Council, and then at the same address in Nottingham, the Transport and Travel Services. So it has always been council owned, but they changed departments. So it is basically a one-owner vehicle. Astra LS Dual-fuel, still classed as petrol, which can be changed to alternative fuel vehicle, but the road tax of this, I believe, is £160 for 12 months. Current MOT is here, which expires the 4th of May 2013, and you can look this up online on Vauxhall's website, quoting that MOT test number with no advisories. Mileage there 76,000, which was when it was MOT'd, and the car is now showing 78,077 miles. Now, as regards service history, we have the service book, but there are no stamps in the service history. I'll just show you the page. There we go. Now, because this has been council owned, it will have had service history, and underneath the bonnet there is a sticker to say the cam belt has been changed at, I believe, 64,000 miles. So has been serviced. We will be able to track down the service history for this Vauxhall Astra. So everything is here. Good long MOT, which we're more than happy to re-MOT should you require, along with the V5 and a spare key as well. So I'll just show you how we start an LPG car. So it's switched over to gas. So when we turn the ignition on and it flashes, that denotes it's going to start up on petrol. You'll hear a click from the boot, and when it stops flashing, it's running on LPG. There we are, it's running on gas now. And both levels are measured on the one fuel gauge. So it's got about half a tank of LPG, and when it's switched to petrol, it measures the level in the petrol gauge. All the warning lights are off. That is just the handbrake warning light there, which is nice and tight as well. And just to show you the mileage, 78,077 miles. There we go. And that's just a petrol warning light that's just come on because it's low on petrol. So I'll take you now for a look under the bonnet, and then we'll go for a short test. So underneath the bonnet of this Astra, that's the vapour unit, and we have a row of 4 gas injectors. It's the 8-valve 1.6 petrol engine, and like I say, with a factory fitted LPG system. There's the sticker I mentioned earlier. The cam belt was changed on the 21st of November 2011 at 72,000 miles cam belt fitted. So that's been put on by the council. So we will track down the service history for this car. It's also got a fairly recent brand new oil filter fitted there as well. As with all our cars, it's HPI clear, no signs of any accident damage, no new parts fitted, and it's all very genuine. So welcome to the test drive. So I'll just start the Astra. There we go. Click it straight over to LPG. Clutch feels fine, about halfway up the pedal, and it drives like all the Astras we've sold in the past. It drives very well. So good sort of bread and butter car is what I call Astras. Don't do anything fancy, they just get the job done. Second gear, pulls nice and cleanly. Third gear, doesn't pull to the left or the right. Fourth gear, and it drives very well. A really good workhorse, the Vauxhall Astra. And on LPG, you should return around nearly 40 miles to the gallon on a run, which of course in price terms is over 80 miles to the gallon in price terms because LPG. Well, at the moment I'm paying 60p a litre, so it's less than half price fuel compared to petrol. Fifth gear, 2000 revs, 40 miles an hour, rolls along very nicely. Doesn't pull to the left or the right, steering wheel is nice and straight, everything works as it should. I'll just pull over now. Brake, see, pulls up lovely and straight, doesn't pull to the left or the right. So it concludes the test drive, and thank you for watching. If you have any questions about this or any of our other LPG vehicles, please feel free to get in touch with me, Jonathan, here at Eco Cars. Thank you.